Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. In today's episode, we're actually going to be trying to build a freaking miner that's not terrible. I know, I have been very bad at actually getting this done, but today we're going to focus on it specifically. And the reason is because I really need a miner, and I haven't had anything to be able to mine with so far, and I think this is the best way to do it, is to just sit down and focus on getting this miner done, getting it built, so that way we can actually have something that will get us a lot of materials very quickly. Alright, I've got everything that we're going to need just to set up the bare minimum for the actual miner itself. So we're going to have drills, like so. And what I want to do is I want to figure out where true center is going to be. So to figure that out, I need to figure out how many drills I want in each direction. And I'm thinking probably 4 in each direction. So from the center, we'll have 4 here. Yep. Then this will be the dead center. And to get the dead center, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go 9 and then put containers like this. So kind of like that. And then I'll have thrusters here and thrusters there. So I should be able to do that. If I go 5, then I could have thrusters. Let's see here. Because I want to build it from the front all the way back, so that way it can be lengthy instead of just being girthy, which usually ends up happening when I build it a specific way from the ground up. So instead we're building it from the front back. You know what? This is probably a bad idea facing it down like this. So I'm going to grind all this down and then I'm going to face it forward, which should make it a little bit easier on us. So something like that. And then so the basic outline I can get just by doing this. Maybe this is a little too many drill scar. I've run out of steel plates. I've put so many. That's crazy. 47 should be fine. I'll probably cut the profile down. I think this is too many. Yeah, this is too many. We'll cut this side off and this side. So the 3 on the end, we'll cut those off. I'll do that, cut that off, and I can just put a block there. Alright. It makes it look a little bit more silly, but I could always take the ends off like this. Or the edges, I mean. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 out from the center, and then there's... Okay. That just looks a little awkward because of that. How does that look? Alright, that doesn't look as bad, which is fine by me, as long as it doesn't look as bad. Okay, so the problem now that we're going to have is we need to cut it out to where we can actually have proper mining. So we're going to take all these out. Should be fine for now. Whoops, didn't mean to take that one out. There we go. Put that back. Okay, so now the way that it's going to work is we're going to have the cockpit. So 7 or 8. There we go. So the cockpit's going to sit right here on the drills. Then we're going to have thrusters like this. So we're going to have to take out all these corners as well. Okay, so now, whoops. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, I missed one. Okay. We're gonna need placement holders. So this entire back, I probably want to line it with these right here, which is conveyor junctions. And the reason I'm gonna do that is because I'm gonna need a lot of storage. First of all, I'm gonna need storage. Because I'm also gonna need to connect thrusters. So thrusters need to go to all of these slots, right? So pretty much like this. Alright, and then we're going to place thrusters on all of those. So I'm going to get my hydrogen thrusters out. I'll get rid of the light for now, but I'll come back to it eventually. I should also get my drills back out. I shouldn't have got rid of my drills. There we go. So we're going to go with the small ones, and we're going to put them inside like this. So there, and there. Then I'm going to get my drills back out. There we go. Like so. And then get rid of that one. Okay. Alright, now we need, let's see, pretty much like that. Alright, that's not too bad. In between those, we can always fit more systems, which will help us out in the future. We're going to need at least 6 thrusters facing forward. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8, so that's really good. We have a lot more than we actually need. So that's just the front of the ship. We're missing all 4 of the corners, which I'm thinking right now that we could actually put lights in. So if I get rid of that, then I can actually put some lights in here. I'm not sure whether or not this will work. We can also find some places on the back side of the drills for some actual gyroscopes, so we can have the gyroscopes more towards the center of the vessel so that the center of turning is going to be consistent. Probably 4 at the front, 4 at the back. Lights, there we go. Face these forward like that. Now, if I'm incorrect, then those actually won't do what I think they will. Yeah, I'm probably incorrect. I'll just get rid of them right before I have the problem that I'm thinking I'm going to have. I could get rid of these so we could have the checkerboard pattern, and we could put lights in the left and right here. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Because the thing is, as long as there's a 1 block gap, I can still dig in a straight line and dig all the way through. I could get rid of that one and add more thrusters if I want to have more thrusters in the forward direction. But for now, that does look quite okay. Alright, take another good look at it, and we'll see if we can't figure out anything that we can do. So we have 2 lights on there, which is actually going to be pretty good. A good amount of light. The direct center of the cockpit's usually where I have the most problems with light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press 8, and I'm going to go with... Ooh, can I not put this in here? I was hoping I'd be able to fit this in here somehow. Okay, so I can put that on there. I can't put this anywhere? Seriously? I would have swore I would have been able to at least, like, grip to that somehow. I don't think I want a light directly in front of my cockpit. That kind of sucks. I'll weld all this up eventually. I'm going to need to figure out what I need to put in between here first. So in between there, I can fit a battery. Right, so battery, 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 battery. And then in between here, I could have an oxygen tank and some storage. So there could be a battery there, but I'll have systems all the way across the bottom like this, depending on how long I have to make it, all the way on the sides too. So essentially everything's going to be squished in the middle, and all the thrusters will be in a straight line all the way down. Yep. Shouldn't be too bad. And we can have a refinery in here, pretty much everything that we're possibly going to need so that we can actually travel. We can even put a jump drive on the very, very back of it. Somehow fit systems in there too. I know it's a tall order, but I really want to have something that I won't have to replace, right? For a good period of time. I don't want anything that I'm going to have to replace for a good period of time. Let's see here. Right off the bat, what I'm probably going to need coming out of this ship is going to be a hydrogen tank. So where's my hydrogen tank? There we go. So that can actually go on the bottom of this. Wow, I forgot. I thought this was going to be much, much larger. 2 hydrogen tanks on the bottom like so. Really, I have a lot of room on the inside. I didn't think I'd have this much room at all, actually. So I could have the hydrogen tanks coming off of it first and then have the rest of the systems that I'm going to need. I could also shrink this down quite a bit. Probably don't want to have it just straight down the center, or do I? I don't know. Let's see if we can't fit the refinery and stuff on first. I want a refinery and just one assembler. So the refinery I want to be sideways like so, and I want it to go in there like this, right? So it's going to connect in there like that, and then I'm going to have an assembler. And then I'll have 2 assemblers actually, and they're both going to be facing different directions. So let me make sure I face it in the correct direction. So one like that, and then one, whoops, like that. Actually, yeah, okay. So we're going to have 2 assemblers in cooperative mode, 1 refinery. Then we're going to have an oxygen tank. So let's go for oxygen. All right. We could put the oxygen tank in the direct center, but I don't think that'll look good. So we could probably put it here. Or even there, actually. What's there? A drill? Yeah, a drill's there. Okay. Maybe put it on both sides here. That's pretty good. I don't mind. I think that looks okay. And then we're going to have a battery, because we're going to need a lot of batteries. This thing's going to need a lot of power. We're going to have one here, here. What's there? Okay, we'll fit another battery in there as well. I want a lot of power on this thing. I think that works, right? Oh, am I missing a space there? I'll definitely want to put a battery in there. Let's put a battery in there. Fit it in there. Ooh, do I gotta remove the refinery? I do. Okay. We'll put this down, and then we're gonna weld all of this up, because this is just the base, like, thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and weld all this up, and I'll be right back. That actually took a lot longer than I initially anticipated, and I also found out some issues in my plan. I'm actually gonna have to grind these down, and I'm gonna have to place them one more in right here. So it's gonna have to come up from the center in these 4 directions, and it's going to have to come out from this location right here. The reason being is because if I have it where I have it now, then the thrusters will be grinding against the walls as I dig through. So I'm going to have to inlay them by 1. This ship is massive. I've done almost 10 iron runs so far, 2 nickel runs, and 1 silicon run. It is tough, to say the least. There is a lot of this ship that is just wow. That's all I can really say. Just wow. So far, though, so good. It does look quite nice. It's using up quite a bit of power for the lights, but that's fine. I should be able to fill up the entire thing full of ice eventually, and I forgot what I was going to have to do, because I also need a large cargo container. I'm probably going to need 2 large cargo containers, or just 1. I'll have to think about whether or not I want more. So a cargo container, large, 2 hydrogen tanks. There's probably more I'm thinking of or missing, but I don't know. For now, I think that's it. Let's just get the rest of this welded up and see what we have. The parts that really gave us problems was the drill. 80,000 iron. Wow, that took forever. But we did get all of them welded up. They're really nice. They look pretty good. Now we just need to finish the rest of it. And once we do figure out exactly how we're going to lay it out, it should be a lot simpler than we originally thought. See, because right now I'm taking a look at it and I'm thinking, all right, I can replace all of these with small storage containers, which will deal with a lot of the storage problems that I would have had. Then I could put storage containers on the edges here all the way around. Then I could have just like, I could just fill this thing up with small storage containers. I don't really think I need a large storage container on this thing. Of course, I could just put one on there somewhere. Let's see. What would that look like? Energy low. You know, that's not bad. Just sticking it straight up in the center. I'm also thinking of what I could do on the sides here. And I want to have 2 hydrogen tanks on the back. Oh, that's right. I need to put these. Okay, I got to grind this back down, because this is going to need to be at towards the back of the ship, because I want the facilities first, which gives me more of an idea of what I'm going to have on the ship. So I need to put the facilities down first. Okay. I got sidetracked and I wasn't focused. Let's see here. So I'm going to need these, of course. And then I'm going to need a refinery, some speed modules, and an assembler. So let's grab all those out. So the refinery is going to go on after I put these on. So it's going to be like this. And that. Okay, so then I can put the refinery here on the bottom. Yeah, like that. Okay. Okay, I can have one here, and then I'll have, let's see here. I could actually put 2 on this facility. Wow. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. This ship is pretty big to begin with. We might as well have 2, right? Because we'll have 2, and then we'll have the large storage container here, and then the 2 hydrogen tanks back there. And it'll be very lengthy. And we can also, actually on the outside here, we could put probably 3 gyroscopes all along there. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, cool. All right. And then we'll have assemblers. Oh, I already have it on my hotbar. So we'll have, ooh, whoa, I'm falling down. Here. And here. You know what? I had an idea. What if I took away these 2 and these 2, then I put the assembler here, like so. So that can give me 4 assemblers. Okay, now I've got 4 assemblers on it. I can actually put the refinery right here, like so. There. Nice. Do I want it like that where I can put 4 modules on it? I can put another one right here. Actually, you know, I kind of don't like that. You know, let's see what this looks like. So it can take up a little bit less room if I put it right here. Right? I think that looks pretty good. And then right here we could have some more facilities or some more modules. And then I can put stuff there, stuff there. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I don't think 4 large refineries are necessary at all. So I'm just not going to. But it does get me curious about what I could fit right here if I'm able to. Alright, now that I'm actually thinking about it, I'm going to need to pull these out. So that's going to leave me with less modules, which means having 2 refineries is actually going to be fine. The problem that I'm going to have is, since I have these so much further in than I initially thought I was going to, it means my thrusters aren't going to be as deep as I originally thought. It also means that my facilities are going to be a lot less involved than I thought they were going to be. I can always fill the space with just about anything, but it's just not going to be exactly what I thought it was going to be. So now that I'm just looking at it, I could probably put another refinery here and another refinery here just to fill the space. Then 2 more assemblers. I just don't think that's necessary to have 4 large refineries on just 1 mining ship. That's a huge power sink as well. I definitely do want to fill all of this space right here with batteries. So all 4 of these with batteries, because I'm going to need a lot of battery power. If I don't use batteries, I'll put hydrogen engines and I'll put O2H2 generators. So let's see where we can't fit some speed modules first. So I want, oh man, I can only fit 1 speed module on each of these. All right. That's fine. So 1 speed module on there. Then I can put, let's see, speed module here. Maybe get rid of the speed module. Maybe put power modules instead. I don't know if I like this layout anymore now that I look at it. So I will leave 4 assemblers on here, and I'm going to instead put some refineries on here, so if I do need to build something in space, I have a facility that I can mine and also get materials from. But I, at the same time, don't think having a large refinery is necessary. I think I'm going to go with a small refinery. I'll go with 4. Or, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. So we'll go with 8 because we have room for it. Then we can put H2O2 generators because we're going to need a lot of H2O2 generators to fill this tank. So there. So that's the simple design for it. And then in the center here, we'll have hydrogen engine, hydrogen engine, hydrogen engine, hydrogen engine. And then coming down the middle, once it gets to the edge here, then we'll start putting the tanks and the storage. Because I want to get this like functional as soon as possible. And I think this is the quickest way to do it. So I'm going to get rid of these two on the actual corners so that I can weld up everything. And I'll get to work on welding all this up. Alright guys, I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Space Engineers. I can't wait to build this ship. It's going to be awesome. But until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.